So you think this Kozlov is going to help the case somehow?
I think he knows something, is what I think.
And what, pray tell, should happen if the crime boss decides that he doesn't like being questioned by the police?
I'll burn that bridge when I get to it.
Listen up, jerk. You only get that pardon if you help solve this case.
No,
and if
you
don't
listen up,
shape
okay?
up,
I've
and
had it
this
up to
case
here with
doesn't
your
get
disrespect
solved,
to me and
you're
all
going
predators.
back
Trying
to
my
the
best to
zoo.
help. Let's just go.
Boss, found these two arguing outside. Fox say he know you.
Hi, Kozlov. Angel. Nilla. Jerry.
Nick! You got out of jail.
Not entirely, no. You see, I have to help them solve a mystery first. This here is Lieutenant Carrot's Hippity Hop. She wants to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
Rabbit cop. I've now seen everything. So long as these questions have nothing to do with my secret special borscht recipe, then I will answer.
This has nothing to do with your culinary specialties. Can you identify this predator?
Manchas. He used to drive for me, but I have not seen him in weeks. But going crazy like this, he does not sound like him. I cannot understand why. He enjoys quiet hobbies.
The more I hear, the more it sounds like he is regressing to some kind of primitive state.
Can you fucking not? Can you just fucking not?
I can give you his address so that you may continue your investigation.
Why, thank you, Kozlov.
Rainforest District. That's where I live.
Oh, and Lieutenant. Would you like a complimentary jar of special borscht? On the house.
I'll pass. Let's go, Wild. Chief Bogo, this is Lieutenant Judy Hops reporting in. We've identified the mystery predator as Manchas Cortez. We are currently on our way to his address. I want my entire platoon prepared to come in for backup in case we find him. I'll update you when we're ready. Lieutenant Judy Hops, over.
Hey, Carrots. Before we go further, I want to stop at my place. This is the suit I got arrested in, and hasn't been dry cleaned in 6 months, so...
This isn't the time for you to obsess over your appearance.
I'm not obsessed, I just need a change out of this suit.
It'll be a waste of our time.
Maintaining your appearance is never a waste of time.
In this case, it is.
Of course, you'd think that. Your parents didn't teach you the importance of proper grooming. Rabbits have so many children, they don't have time to teach them anything. Nothing except how to multiply.
How dare you?
And how to fear and hate predators. Gah!
You can talk about rabbits and sex all you want, but we're no different from any other species. Especially compared to Crime Bear and his 3 squeezes.
3 squeezes?
And the only reason rabbits evolved to multiply this much is because predators kept killing us, so shut your mouth.
3 squeezes?! The Foxglove trip wants our comfort vixens.
Yes, exactly. Prostitutes.
No! Not prostitutes! The exact opposite!
What?
Do you think anyone can safely have sex wearing one of these? You give yourself a seizure. Stimulation, excitement, anger, working yourself into any kind of frenzy is hazardous. And that's where comfort vixens come in. It's like therapy, massages, yoga, the works. They help keep you calm. Nilla studied psychotherapy for God's sakes, and Angel studied engineering, and Cherry modern literature. But they couldn't pay their loans because those industries don't like hiring predators. So instead, they put their eggs in a predator-run industry with extremely high demand and necessity so that a hot-tempered crime boss like Kozlov doesn't die of that. Listen, regardless of how you feel about me, as an individual, I know I'm a jerk. I know I'm not a credit to predators or my own species. But you are wrong. You are wrong in thinking that it's because I'm a fox. And you're wrong to believe that any predator can just revert to their savage ways. We don't devolve and we don't randomly kill people. I'll stick with you in this investigation so I can prove it to you. Just give me a chance, Lieutenant.
Take us to your place. You have an hour to groom yourself, and then we're going straight to Manchas. You might need more like 2 hours, actually. You're just so terrible looking.
Son, people have a lot of unsavory ideas about us foxes. That we're all poor and dishonest and uneducated. So we need to put a little effort into making sure that we defy those mean expectations. First step is to always dress smart. A well-dressed fox is a nightmare to the powers that be. They've got no excuse to treat you poorly if you respect yourself. Always remember that. And always behave like the person you want the world to see you as. Never give them an excuse to look down on you.
While we have yet to identify the perpetrator of these heinous atrocities, we do believe that this problem is a result of a malfunctioning tame collar. Once we've confirmed our suspicions, we will immediately develop a solution. Weird. Meanwhile, our best officers are hot on this criminal's tracks, and I'm confident that the predator will soon be brought to justice.
Boo!
Do you mind? I'm trying to watch.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant. It's just that every time I hear that woman talk, I get this uncontrollable urge to boo. Guess it's one of my uncontrollable savage impulses. Yeah, that's the ticket. What's the word, Pops?
Once you're finished making love to your reflection, don't you think we should, go or something?
You know how intoxicating confidence can be. I mean, that said, I really think my fur could use a trim.
Ugh!
No, you know what? Screw the haircut. You gave me 2 hours, and it's only been 39 minutes. I want to introduce you to somebody.
Will they help solve the case?
95% sure she won't, but you'll like her anyway. She's a detective in her own way.
Inquiries are being made about whether this will lead to the development.
I mean, she's a bit of a nut, but, yeah, she's a real nut. How's it hanging, George?
So, when you say downstairs, how far down are we?
Down. Do you mind sticking close? This umbrella's not that big. Also, I like this suit.
Walk faster, you baby.
Hey, Nick! Finally out of the zoo?
What can I say? I'm just so well behaved. This is Lieutenant Hops. We're solving a mystery.
Nice.
This is it. Honey, I'm home!
You involved with this woman?
Ha ha ha. Seriously, though.
How do you even know she's home?
She never leaves. She's an antisocial recluse.
Sounds easy when you're living in this district.
She does taxes for a living. Come to the kitchen.
This week just gets weirder every second.
Hey, honey? Do you hear something?
I'm not doing it. I'm not going down.
Come on. Rabbits love holes.
I know that voice.
Yeah, we all know that voice.
Hey, put me down.
Whoopsie daisy.
Nick fucking Wild?
Oh, my sniffer!
Nick fucking Wild indeed.
Surprise! Look who's finally back in the real world.
Nick!
Happy to see me. I know Clawhauser's happy to see me. Aren't you, buddy?
I thought you'd never get out.
Excuse me.
Whoa. Nick brought a bunny with him.
You threw me down a chute.
Yeah, I did that.
An agent of the sheep!
The what now?
Don't you know that the sheep control the innermost circle of our government?
Finnick had to move in with Honey after his van was locked up back in the... You know what.
Oh, yes. The van. Where is Honey?
Why, she's right behind you.
There's my #1 badger.
You, Nicholas Wilde, have the nerve to show your ass down here in my bunker after losing my prototype.
Come on. That was months ago. You can't... Don't hold that against me.
I will never again find the resources to replicate that prototype, and you got it confiscated by the police.
No, listen. Your key helped people. It helped a lot of people. It did good things. Honey, 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 honey. Oh, sugar, sugar.
Okay. Ain't no one on this planet who can stay mad at you, Nick.
Honey, Honey, I came down here for a reason. I need a favor. It is of utmost importance.
Yeah, what do you want, you hound dog?
Tie my tie for me?
You and your suits.
Wait, did you really drag me all the way down here so she could tie your tie for you?
Yes, it's my very embarrassing secret.
This fool ain't never learned to tie it for himself. Son of a tailor. Can't tie his own necktie.
Cheese and crackers, Wild. I would have done it for you if you had just asked me. We didn't have to come all this way.
No, I brought you here to introduce you to. This is Lieutenant Judy Hopps.
A real lieutenant? Did you fight in the war?
Actually, I'm a police lieutenant.
That's good. You know who was behind that war, don't you?
What?
The sheep!
Yeah, Judy. Don't you know anything?
You see, I've figured out everything. Sheep want to create a world where they are the only remaining species. They've pigeonholed every other species into specific roles, with the government roles filled by them. I mean, I'd wager it was awful hard for you to get where you are today. That's because you're not where they want you to be. That's why I built this bunker, so I could escape their endless tyranny and hatred. It wasn't easy, but I did it.
Oh, I have food. Cheap rap. It's a good life.
Okay, this has all been very enlightening and all, but I have a job to do. Wild, let's go.
Wait, it's dangerous out there. Let me get you some protection. Tranquilizer gun. For you, Lieutenant. Put those sheep to bed and all that.
Oh, I don't... Actually, this could be useful. Thank you, honey.
Anytime, Lieutenant.
Thanks, honey. I love ya. I owe ya.
Stay safe, babies. Stay awake.
Wait, Nick!
I figured you'd have something to say.
Nick, I need my van back. You gotta give me my van back, Nick. I can't live like this in this fucking bunker anymore. I see sheep in my dreams, man. I'm going crazy.
I don't know, man. I think Honey enjoys your company.
I'll go fucking ballistic if I have to eat one more jar of honey. Please, Nick. I'm wearing a tinfoil hat, for fuck's sakes. You gotta break my van out of the warehouse.
Aww, who could say no to that face? Okay, you win. I'll make it my first priority once I finish this case.
What was the point of that?
Point of what?
Stop playing dumb, Nick. You're too good at it.
Why I took you to meet Honey? I just thought she'd like you.
So what about the whole sheep conspiracy thing?
What about it?
For starters, do you believe in it?
What? Guilt by association?
Come off it already, Nick.
Look, Judy. I believe that there are some sick people in this world. Powerful people who are full of hate. And I don't think it's just sheep or just prey or whatever. I think everybody does their part in making the world a little more evil. For a person like Honey, who's been through something really intense, believing in some unified force of evil that she fights against is more of a coping mechanism than anything. Really, she's just afraid to leave her own home. I know she gets lonely, so I visit her sometimes, so she feels safe.
Something intense, huh? Was it tame caller related, or?
Isn't it always? She was almost a mother, you know.
Almost? Poor Honey.
Yeah. Poor Honey. Are you about to cry?
I don't cry when I'm on duty. Nick, Honey said you were a tailor's son.
So?
So I'm having a hard time believing that a tailor's son doesn't know how to tie a necktie.
I just really like it when somebody else does it. It feels like being loved. Well, this is our stop. Into the belly of the beast.
I hope not.
Sugar, oh honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you, honey, oh sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me secrets of loving